seems to be working.
You want that?
Shut up.
I swear to God, I need a straitjacket and a muzzle.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Film Mania. A&E's hit reality series Storage Wars impressed viewers with many astonishing storage unit finds during its 12-season run. However, there are certain scenes that should not have aired and were not enjoyed by even the most dedicated fans. Here are the top 7 Storage Wars auctions that went too far. But before we begin, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss out. Number 7. Dave's Tricks. It's not uncommon for professional buyers to use strategy and tricks in an attempt to leave other competitors behind. And during this auction, Dave's evil move was quite obvious. It was clear that Brandy and Jared desperately wanted the storage unit, the bidding for which started at $100. But within just a few minutes, it had reached a whopping $1,600. Dave had no intentions of buying the locker. He was only raising the price so that Jared and Brandy end up spending their entire budget on just one unit. Eventually, Jared had to spend $1,700 for a locker he could easily have gotten for a few $100, which obviously pissed Brandy a lot. Later, Dave even left with an attitude after getting in an argument with Barry Weiss as well.
$1,750 going twice. Last and final call at $1,750. So that you got it, Jared and Brandy. $1,700.
Number 6. Jared crashing Brandy's car. Jared and Brandy have been the highlight of Storage Wars on more than one occasion. From securing amazing deals to having each other's backs in the competition, this power couple was unlike any other we've seen on the show. However, Brandy and Jared did have a heated argument every now and then, just like any other couple. In one episode, Jared accidentally crashes Brandy's stunning black car into a pole while driving, causing her to instantly lose her temper. The damage to the vehicle was quite obvious, and as soon as he saw that, Jared regretted not paying enough attention while driving. Number 5. Laura versus Dave. Unsurprisingly, Dave Hester began ruining everyone's mood from the second he returned to Storage Wars. That day during an auction, he told Laura Dotson to shut up, which angered her instantly, and she replied by threatening to kick him out of the auction. She reminded Hester that she's in charge and called him out in his mean behavior, until the entire argument turned into a heated fight. Number 4. Bidding on Brandy's behalf. It's fun to watch Jared try to annoy his longtime partner Brandy, and often she's seen smiling once she's no longer pissed at him. But things got worse than Jared had imagined. This one time when he started bidding on behalf of Brandy just annoyed her. Apparently, he loves it when she's frustrated, but he went too far when he refused to stop bidding even when Brandy told him to do so multiple times. At the end of the bidding, we can see her completely flip out due to anger, yelling at Jared in front of the rest of the cast members.
They don't seem to be working.
You want that?
Shut up.
I swear to God, I need a straitjacket and a muzzle.
Number 3. Brendan versus Dave. Besides his iconic "yup" catchphrase, Dave Hester is also popular for his aggressive bidding style and the way he clashed with other cast members. He was even given the nickname of the villain on Storage Wars, and the fight he started with Daryl's son, Brendan, proves just that. It all started when Dave made an offensive remark towards Daryl, and although he chose not to respond, Brendan was quite triggered and threatened Dave for a fight. Soon, they both continued arguing while saying mean things to each other, until Brendan stepped away to cool himself down.
My mouth?
I didn't say that, you did.
Exactly what you f***ing said, all right? So, f*** you.
Yeah, f you too. I can play that game.
Number 2. Calm down, Renee. Dave got into yet another feud with Renee Zahoda after arriving proudly in his large merchandise van. It's no surprise that Dave enjoys passing offensive remarks towards others, and initially Renee ignored it, but there came a point when he couldn't resist glaring at Dave and asking him to shut his mouth. Dave responded with a sly grin, saying that he thinks it's cute that Renee wants to be like him. While others tried to calm him down, Renee refused to give up in the fight, saying that he'd never want to become a loser and a douchebag like Hester.
I think it's cute. I think it's
Fused.
I think it's cute. You bought my book, didn't you?
How to be a douchebag and a loser.
Number 1. Dave versus Laura and Dan. The intense fight had the auctioneer couple Dan and Laura Dotson was one to remember. It began when the couple claimed to not have heard Mary's bid before they sold the storage unit to Renee for $175. But Dave indirectly called this a lie, which turned the whole scenario a bit awkward. But things hadn't heated up until Hester mocked Dan and Laura by saying, "We've got 2 auctioneers and they're still missing bids." Seconds later, Laura demanded Hester to shut his mouth, but he wasn't ready to do so, which eventually started a fierce fight. Although physical violence is strictly prohibited on the show, Dan, Laura, and Dave paid no heed to this rule and ended up in a physical feud, during which David even pushed Laura on the ground when she tried to come in between him and Dan. The fight went on for a few minutes before some crew members separated the 2 angry men as the other cast members watched from a distance. Dave was eventually evicted from the auction.
Oh, real fight.
Really? That's it.
Viewers do enjoy a bit of drama every now and then, but these fights on Storage Wars certainly took things too far and were not liked by most fans. Well, let us know which fight surprised you the most in the comment section below. That's it for today. We'll see you soon in another video.